Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I am doing very well, thank you. Today I am going to be doing some travel journaling, but before I get into all of that, I want to show you the paints that I will be using today. So these are the Holbein Artist Gouache 12 set of summer colors that they brought out. I believe last spring they brought these out. Holbein actually made 4 sets for summer, spring, autumn and winter. And for Christmas, actually, my friend actually bought me this summer set, and they are so beautiful. If you can look at the packaging there, you will see that it has the name in Japanese and as well in English, which is really nice. And each little packaging also has the Irodori logo on it as well, and they're in these small little containers. I've actually had a few different Holbein gouache paints before but I have never had any from this particular set, and I couldn't decide actually between the spring, summer, autumn or winter range that they had. So I'm really happy that my friend actually bought these for me so I didn't have to decide. And as you can see, I've made them into my own little palette. I believe this palette is from Amazon and it just comes empty, and I added the colours in there so they are easy to travel with. I have tried both actually. I tried using these paints out of the packaging just on a little tray, but I do like it like this. I feel like I waste less but use more if they're like this, because I can mix them on the side and then it'll dry, but I can actually go back and use that color again after it's dried. Just to say a little bit more about these colors, I had a look online at the other sets for spring, summer, autumn and winter, and winter looks quite interesting to me. There's some darker colors in there, but I was a little bit disappointed to see that spring didn't contain a cherry blossom sakura color. But as you can see, I have mixed this really lovely pink color, and every color that I will be using on this page has been mixed out of this set, so you can see that it's very versatile. You could mix probably any color that you wanted with these colors. It does contain the primary colors as well as some other ones. I really love the bamboo green. It's just a really beautiful color, and I also really like the oriental blue as well. Anyway, thank you so much to my lovely friend for buying me these for Christmas. I am absolutely overjoyed with them and love them. So on to the journaling. I have decided to do a couple of pages at a time in my journal, some of which I will show on camera and some of which I won't. If you watch my other videos, you'll know that I actually went home for Christmas this year, which was a very interesting experience, like absolutely amazing. But the actual getting there and coming back was it wasn't difficult, but obviously there was a lot of things that we had to do beforehand and had to do after in order to meet all the rules and regulations for both countries. If you don't know, I live in Japan and I went home for Christmas, which is in the UK. So I wanted to document each stage of the journey, and I wanted to put a sort of happy spin on everything. Yes, it is quite frustrating at the moment that we have to go through all these different rules, but it was also like an amazing experience and very unique as well to this current time. So I didn't want to not document it or ignore it in any way. So this page is quite happy actually. There's none of that on this page other than a little mask that you might see there, which is not something I would have packed last time I went home, which was 2 years ago. So that's changed. But yeah, what I wanted to do on this page was document all the little things that I had in my carry-on luggage, as well as me and my husband Jack just kind of holding on to our ticket there. And I was trying to think of a fun way that I could document the ticket without actually sticking the ticket into the book, and I sort of came up with this idea that we were just holding on to this massive ticket which is really fun and sweet, I think. So a little bit of a backstory about this journal that I'm journaling in today. I actually made this journal at home with my mother. It was something that we had said we would do when we actually got together finally, because I started picking up art again over the last year or so, year and a half, 2 years, and my mother as well has always been into art. So actually, while I was away and we weren't allowed to see each other for such a long time, we actually connected through art, and it was really special. Within this time, we have done online courses together and had all these amazing kind of experiences through art, which is really fun, I think, and a really special way to connect. One of the things that we both did separately was make our own junk journals, watercolor journals from golden books. And we were basically, I was showing my mom how I made mine and she was showing me how she made hers. But what was really funny was actually when we came together and I could see my mom's journals and how she made them, it was just really, it was kind of surreal to actually be holding one of the journals that we talk so much about online. So we decided to make one together. My mother wanted to show me how she made hers and I wanted to show her how I made mine. So we sat and we made these journals together, called It's a Small World. The journal is obviously based on the ride at Disneyland, Disney World, a very famous It's a Small World ride. And I also thought that would be an appropriate book to do my travel journaling in for this particular trip. And usually these journals are probably over 60 pages, I think. Whereas this one, I have 3 signatures in it, and each signature has 3 double pages. So it's not as big as my other journals. My other journals usually have probably 5 signatures with 4 double pages. So it's a smaller journal, which made me think that it would actually be perfect to document the trip. And my mother is also going to do the same thing with her journal. She is going to document the trip from her end. So yeah, this is just a really special thing that I want to add in every now and again. And like I said, I was going to show you the whole journal, but actually what I think I'll do is plan each page before I come on camera, and then I will show you the colouring in of each page. I hadn't actually planned this picture on the left here where we're holding the ticket until today, but as you might have seen at the start of the video, I had already drawn the picture on the right because I just had this idea that I wanted to draw everything that was in my bag, everything that was packing. I feel like I'm waffling a little bit today, so I do apologise if all of that just kind of went over your head a little bit, because I am waffling a little bit today. But yeah, it's quite a cold day today, and I'm just sitting here with my my tea, and I'm feeling very, I can't even say nostalgic because this happened a few months ago, but I'm feeling very thoughtful, I guess, about the whole experience and going home and seeing my family. And obviously I've not been away from my family for that long amount of time, and it's not something that I ever thought I would do, so I do want to document the whole trip as it is such a unique experience. I'm not sure that this would happen again, to be away from, I hope it doesn't happen again, to be away from my family for so long. And I just feel like the trip itself deserves its own entire book. So that's exactly what I am doing, and I hope that you enjoy seeing this little series. I guess it will be like a little travel series and how I document that trip over the course of a few months. So that's it. I decided to keep this page very simple. I also wrote a little passage about how I was feeling before the flight, which was extremely nervous, in case you're wondering. And and yeah, I really enjoyed this video. I hope you did too. I hope you have a very lovely week, and I will see you next Sunday as always with a brand new video. Take care, everybody. Bye.